Hamas is the problem. Hamas started the war. I know you've probably heard about this a million times. A wise man once said, "It is better to die fighting for your freedom than to die as a slave." I love history because history helps me to understand current issues better. This is David Ben-Gurion. David Ben-Gurion is the first prime minister of Israel, and this man is the mastermind behind Israel's occupation of Palestine. We all know what the Nazis did to the Jews in the Second World War. Though it is exaggerated, but for communication purpose, let's accept there was no Holocaust. But they keep saying there was Holocaust. You know, that is history for another day. The biggest mistake the Palestinians did was to accept these Jews. When they accepted them, less than a year, they started attacking Gaza. So in 1948, tension between Israel and Palestine started escalating. This was just 3 years after the birth of United Nations. And this became a big challenge to United Nations. So United Nations came up with two-state solution, but the Palestinians and the Arabs rejected. So the Arabs and the Palestinians rejected this offer because UN gave 78% of the land to Israel, whilst they only gave 22% to Palestine. So the richer part of the land was given to Israel, whilst they gave the Palestinians just a desert. And due to this injustice led to the first Arab-Israel war in 1948, which is popularly known as the Nakba War. On May 14, 1946, Israel declared their independence. Boom! May 15, 1948, the Nakba War began. So on the 14th, Israel declared their independence. On the 15th, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Lebanon, and Jordan came together and invaded Israel. So Israel was completely surrounded by these countries. In war, we call it the boiler or the cauldron, a situation whereby you find yourself in the middle of your enemies. You can't retreat, neither can you advance. So Israel was facing inevitable defeat. And that is when UN decided to intervene again. So UN came up with 4 weeks ceasefire. So Israel took advantage of the 4-week ceasefire and reorganized themselves again. They bought weapons from other countries. For example, Czechoslovakia, they bought weapons from many countries around the world. Right after the ceasefire, Israel attacked Palestine and they evicted over 70,000 Palestinians from their homes. I don't want to mention the name, right? Thousands of them, gone. There are some words I can't use here because if I use, TikTok will definitely bring down the video. Note, the current Jews in Israel have no link to the Middle East. They are Ashkenazi Jews. They originated from the Kazakh Empire. They come from Eastern Europe, right? They came in as refugees after these Palestinians gave them a place to settle. Then the Zionist movement took advantage of the whole system and established an Israeli state, which the entire land belongs to Palestine. So this is how the Israelis evicted the Palestinians out of their homes, right? This is how the whole thing started. Out of ignorance, you see some people blaming Hamas brought this upon themselves. Hamas started. This war started 75 years ago. The war didn't start from October 7th. Before you understand what happened on October 7th, you have to go in history. You have to check. After taking over their land, they decided to build prison and imprison the Palestinians. So the whole of Gaza is a prison. When you oppress people for long, they become rebellious. The Western mainstream media is working hard to tarnish the image and credibility of Hamas by calling them terrorist organization or terrorist group. What exactly is Hamas doing today that Israel has not done before? I want to know. Israel is the only country on earth here that goes to another man's house in the name of self-defense. When everybody rejected the Jews, the Palestinians accepted them. And today, look at what they are doing to them. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure to like the video and also share to family and friends. This war didn't start today. It has gone on for a very long time. In 46, there was war. In 67, they fought again. And in 73, they fought again. In 2006, 2005, 2006, Hezbollah and Israel fought again. So ever since these Israelis arrived from Europe, it's always war, fighting with everybody around them. Well, I'll see you in the next episode.